I was 13 years old the first time I ever smoked crack. Wow. I ended up getting pregnant at 15, and my son came out mixed. He did not come out white. I got 5 kids, so I'm like a really shitty lesbian. But I go to the hospital, and that's when my addiction kind of started, because I started taking fucking Vicodin. 18 years old. I don't know the dangers of prescription fucking pills. Then when I turned 21, I started dating this stripper. I met fucking Ron Jeremy's fucking creepy ass. I didn't know who he was. I just get done going to the bathroom. I'm washing my hands, and some fucking sweaty ass stinky dude comes up behind me and reaches around me. I fucking elbow check him. Taser's like, do you know who that was? And I was like, no, what the fuck is he doing? He's like, that's Ron Jeremy. And I was like, so the fuck what? Who is that? And then
the hedgehog.
Yeah, I found out who Ron Jeremy was that day.
I bet.
And he would just start down talking me and treating me like shit. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm a fucking crackhead. I know I'm a prostitute. You're the one that called me. Remember, I didn't fucking call you. I didn't seek you out on the internet. You found me. You knew what I was when you called me. So I started taking $1,000 out a day. And I got caught after like the 21st day.
You did it for 21 days?
So I stole $20,000 from him. Yes, I did.
Oh,
yes, I did.
My God.
I was going to go to Texas.
This podcast contains raw, unfiltered stories about addiction, including references to drug use, violence, and criminal behavior. It's not for kids, Karens, or the easily offended. We're here to tell the hard truth, not sugarcoat the chaos. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Now let's get into it. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in to Breaking Chains, the Sober Mindset. I'm Rodney, and today we have Rachel, all the way from my hometown of Peoria, Illinois. How you doing, Rach?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Awesome. We had a little technical difficulty earlier, but we got it straightened out. Thank you very much for making the road trip to Wi-Fi.
Welcome. welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you way better now.
Yeah, this is night and day. It looks amazing. All right. Well, we got a lot to unpack, so we're going to go ahead and get it started and knock this out. How long you been sober?
18 months.
18 months.
Yep.
You're looking fresh. You know, the skin, looks fresh on us sober people.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely feel a lot better. Don't have any craters in my face no more.
Nice. Yeah, that's rough stuff. So as far as where you grew up in Peoria, Illinois?
Yeah, in a little small town, Bartonville. It's Peoria County. So, yeah, born and raised there.
I've drank and done many drugs in Bartonville.
Yeah, I mean, it's a population of like 6,000, and we have like 12 bars.
Yeah, right.
in the town. Actually, probably more than that.
You're bordering right up on the south side of Peoria, so it's Peoria basicely. Just with with the highway dividing it. That's about it. So tell me a little bit about your childhood and what it was like to grow up in Bartonville.
So I am the youngest of 5. I got 3 older brothers, and I got an older sister. So I was the baby, you know, so rules didn't really apply to me. Well, they did. I just didn't listen. But, I mean, I had a pretty decent childhood.
The reason
I don't know.
The reason I like to ask about people's childhood, because generally, you're going to find somebody that's an addict or has a drinking problem, drug or drinking problem, comes from a terrible childhood with all kinds of trauma and molestation and all kinds of just crazy stuff happening but that didn't happen to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had the normal, like, my cousin touched on me and stuff when I was little, but, like, I mean, that's like everybody.
Right.
But,
mine was my neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
that's funny. So nothing too crazy growing up?
No, not really. I did get raped when I was 11. I was coming home from my friend Abby's house. She just lived, like, a block away, like 2 blocks away from my parents' house growing up, and I was coming home. Streetlights had come on. I was supposed to be home before the streetlights, and I'm like just dipping it through the woods, and I get snatched up, and
no way.
I don't know how, but like I had blocked it out of my that moment out of my memory for years, up until I was like in my mid-20s, and that's when I started like drinking a lot more. And hold on, I gotta take one of these out. It feels weird with both of them in.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
To talk. But I had blocked that out of my memory for like 10, 15 years. It wasn't until I was like 11 when it happened, and I was probably like 26 when like it was just like a fucking wall opened up and just like all those memories came back. I was freaking sitting at a bar and Tina's fucking coach stop, and I just remember doing a couple shots, and I did I did a line of freaking coke, and that was the first time I had done a line.
Right.
Fuck, since I was like 13.
Sure.
And it was just like fucking like the floodgates opened of like all these suppressed memories that I had of like bunch of shit. And I was just like, holy fuck.
Isn't that crazy? So there was definitely trauma, but it didn't hit you till later in life, which that sounds like, was that something that you feel like triggered you towards that spiral?
Yeah, I do. I feel like it was, because I mean, when I was a teenager, when I was a kid, I was a rebel. I was a little shit. I was an asshole kid. First time I drank a beer, I was fucking like 11 years old or 10 years old, sneaking out of my dad's cooler and shit. Smoking weed at like 12. Our brother Josh, he like started smoking weed and stuff, and he was a bad little kid too.
Yeah.
When he was a teenager, but like he was in and out of freaking rehab and DOC, like JDOC and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm like, I'm not as bad as him, when I was little. So I kind of just like skated under the rug when I was using. I mean, I was fucking 13 years old the first time I ever smoked crack.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
Fucking
That's
13.
crazy.
I remember it too. I freaking detasseled all summer. I got my little $600 check. I'm all excited. I have my brother's friend. I'm 13, right?
Right.
And my brother's friend, he was supposed to go up to the gas station and get me a fifth of UV blue and a pack of Newport shorts.
Oh my God, you were hitting it hard early.
Yeah. And well, I mean, I was the youngest, so like everyone I hung out with was like 3 or 4 years older than me.
Right.
And everyone would. And, like a lot of the friends that I had that were females, they were only friends with me because they wanted to sleep with my brothers. So like, I'm in 6th grade hanging out with freshmen,
Right.
like just because they're trying to get in with the little sister, just so they can try and get,
well, that's
the
how
older
it works.
brother. But I had sent him to go get me a pack of cigarettes and a 50 UV blue, and he comes back like 2 hours later, and I handed him a fucking $100 bill.
Right.
He was supposed to give me an eighth of weed too. That's right. He comes back like 2 hours later with what I know now is like little 20 pieces of crack, and was like, "Here, smoke this." Next thing I know, he gets my whole fucking $600, and then I'm sitting there just feeling stupid as fuck.
Oh my God! You detasseled all summer for some crack, and I bought a bike. That's the difference in our childhood. Oh man, he totally hustled you out of your whole detasseling money.
Dude, I know.
That was probably like a month's worth of detasseling, wasn't it? I don't know.
Dude, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think minimum wage was like $5.50 or something like that at the time, or some shit. Like.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, walking beans and detasseling corn is one of the hardest jobs to do, especially for a child. And if you're not on the machine and you're walking that shit, it's like they're like 12 feet high, and it's super wet and cold in the morning, so you got to wear long sleeves, and then you're soaked, and then it gets hot as fuck in the afternoon, and you have to take your shirts off, so the corn just cuts the shit out of you all day, and they just drive you hard, man. I bought a bike, you bought some crack, and learned a valuable lesson. No?
Yes, I did. I did. Well, kind of.
So you were already hitting it at 13, and you had a younger brother that was in and out of juvie already. So you kind of
he was older.
Oh, he was older. So that's what you had to look up to, was him already, being a little shit.
Yeah. The crazy thing was like I was a 3-sport athlete. I got good grades. Like I like to fucking I don't know what it was, but it was like just like that. I think I have like undiagnosed ADHD or some sort of fucking mental thing, because it was just like that moment when I get high or was get fucked up, it was like my brain just like stopped and it just like shut up, and like
really
I just I like that, and
you like
I recognize that. Yeah, I like that, just like not constantly thinking, not constantly like, because like when I first got into recovery, I was just like gung ho, and then now it's like I got sober. I moved to Champaign, so I went an hour and a half away from my hometown just so I could get clean, and I lived there for about a year. And just recently, about 6 months ago, I moved back to Peoria, just so I could be closer with my kids and stuff. And I just kind of feel like I'm right back where I started before my addiction, and like I'm back in the same place where like I didn't like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my job. I love my coworkers and stuff, but it's like, I can be doing so much more than this. Like, I went to ICC for automotive technology. I know how to do construction work. I know how to do electrical, plumbing, freaking half-ass at laying tile. And here I am freaking cooking for $18 an hour. Oh, well, I was in a motorcycle accident last July.
Okay.
So my back's all fucked up. I'm still going through physical therapy. I got to go see a neurologist here. I think in August, get my brain scanned, and I have to get my neck scanned because I still got a lot of freaking issues up in here. And then in my lower back, I have 2 bulging discs and a tear in my L4 and my L5 vertebrae. So doing those jobs, I can't now.
I mean, you're smoking crack at 13. Obviously, that comes with problems. So when did it first, you notice that it started to become a problem?
I know, it was probably like when I started when I was about 13, and then it was just like, I would just do it whenever it was like available. I never really went out of my way to go and get it, plus my cousin, she was a drug addict too. So I was pretty much getting my shit from her whenever. And then let's see here. It really wasn't a problem in like my teenage years, that I think anyway. It wasn't until like it was in my late 20s when I spiraled off for like 5 years. That was really bad because like my teenage years, I would just party on the weekends and stuff, this and that. And I ended up getting pregnant at 15.
Oh, wow.
That's actually kind of a funny fucking story. So here I am, 15 years old. I'm sophomore in high school. I'm in freaking JROTC. I got my little JROTC uniform on. I go with my friend fucking Kelsey to her dad's bar. We're sitting there freaking, her stepmom was putting Captain in our Coke cans or whatever. And she's like, hey, I got this buddy. He's going to smoke us out. Blah, blah, blah. And I mean, mind you, we're in the south end of Peoria. Like, we're at this bar, like, right by the Harrison homes. And it was Cheers and Beers. So I'm like, all right, that sounds like a great idea. So here it is, me and fucking Kelsey both, she was 17 or 18, and I'm fucking 15, So we leave the bar. It's middle of the night, south end, 2 little white girls going around the freaking alley, get in this car with some random black dude. And, so, and like, the only reason I go is because like I wanted to sleep with Kelsey because like I like girls, and I prefer girls. I mean, I got 5 kids, so I'm like a really shitty lesbian. But so I go with her because I want to sleep with her, and we end up going to this hotel with this guy, and me and Kelsey were like making out, and next thing I know, we're just having like this whole little threesome. And I'm like, okay, whatever, that just happened. So I don't really think much of it. And I started dating this dude, Kenny, just to piss off my brother. Now, mind you, Kenny's a white guy, okay? And I find out I'm pregnant. So I go my whole pregnancy thinking that I'm pregnant with Kenny's kid. Okay, all right? My dad's already pissed because I'm fucking 15 years old and I'm pregnant. All right, he's fucking pissed, I have my son, Kyler. He was born November 4th, 2008. That date's important because he was born the exact same day Obama got elected president. And my son came out mixed. He did not come out white.
Maury.
So, yes. And, oh, man. I remember... My sister, I mean, God rest her soul, but my sister was up there and she looked at Kenny and Kenny was like, I don't think that's my baby. And she was like, yeah. He was like, I think that's Noah's. And she was like, well, is Noah white? He was like, yeah. She's like, that's not Noah's baby. And my brother Josh, he came up there and he was like, he see, saw his nephew and stuff, and he was like, I'm still waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come popping out of the next room or some shit because
he got punked.
I mean, man, I was a little hoe though. Like I did sleep around a lot, and I think that was a lot to do with my friend fucking Tara. I told her, I was like, hey, I think I'm gay.
Tara, fucking Tara.
Fucking Tara, dude. And she was like, no, I don't think you're really gay. I just, you've never been with a guy. So how do you know, you know, you aren't straight. And I was like, you know what? That makes sense. But then thinking about it too, I'm like, I had never been with a girl before either at that point. Right. So how did I even know? I just knew, you know. So I just went around and just started sleeping with a bunch of fucking guys that appease her.
Sure.
See if I'm straight or not. But I mean, like I said, I'm a shitty lesbian.
Yeah, how'd that work out? 5 kids later, I still like women.
I do.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to put up with them as well, but they're a tough breed to put up with.
For real though.
Yeah, you know as well as me. So,
I mean, like, because I got like, I'm like a dude in a chick's body.
Right.
Like I got like a guy personality, and I think it's because I grew up with, you know, my brothers and stuff. Like I like girls, I love eating pussy, but man, dude, they're fucking annoying as fuck sometimes.
Oh, no doubt about it.
God damn, dude, fucking drama. It's like, just shut the fuck up sometimes. Like, you know.
Amen to that. Hey, so now we're up to 15. You got pregnant. You had him. You had the wrong baby. Well, not the right baby, but with the wrong guy. You thought. I got, where were the cameras for that revealing? You are not the father. Shit. Oh shit.
Shit.
That is a Maury and a Peoria moment. So you're after 15. Now you're with child. So where does the drug addiction go from there?
Okay. So all right. I had my son Kyler. My dad, he was fucking just pissed. Like, I mean, my dad's not racist, but I mean, he's still like, you know, he was already mad that I was pregnant at fucking 15 anyway. And I had a mixed kid. So I ended up living with my sister for probably about 6 months to a year after my son Kyler was born. And then and my sister, she's got 8 boys and 1 girl. And at the time when I was living with her, she had 6 or 7 boys. I think, 6. She had six other kids, and we were living and you know, my sister, she was living out in Eureka. She was in this, it was a 3-bedroom, like duplex, like, what is it? Like Section 8 apartment complex or whatever, you know? So, I mean, it was a little much, you know, with like all them kids running around. And then I just had a baby and, you know, I lived with her for about 6 months.
Like a nursery.
And I moved back home. Yeah. And, you know, I had gotten clean. I was clean because, you know, I was kind of wilding out from like 11 to fucking 15. And then, you know, I was completely sober. After I had Kyler, you know, I would smoke some weed here and there. You know, I wasn't really too much of a drinker. And then, I moved back into my parents' house, and I was 18, and I was helping my sister renovate this house in Eureka. It was a 2-story house with a basement. All we had to do was just get it up for code because this guy was going to rent it to her through Section 8. Cool. Me and my cousin Eric, we were helping her remodel that house, doing all the renovation and shit like that. And he had this truck that was parked outside, and we were trying to change the fuel pump on it. Well, long story short, if you're working on a truck and you're on an incline, block the tires. Actually, better yet, don't work on a truck when you're kind of on an incline. Well, when we went to change the fuel pump, we had to drop the drive shaft. Well, when you drop the drive shaft, the truck starts rolling. So the truck, I had just come walking out of the house with another socket set or whatever, and I see the truck rolling. So I run to try and because my cousin Eric, he's underneath of it. And I try to go get in the truck to hit the brakes or whatever, but the passenger side door was locked. So I go to run around the front of it. I slip in the grass, fall. The truck runs over my back.
Oh my
God. Breaks 3 of my ribs, collapses my left lung, and compresses my spine down.
Damn.
And I go to the hospital, and that's when my addiction kind of started, because I started taking fucking Vicodin, and they just gave me a bunch of fucking painkillers. No physical therapy, just like, here's some fucking Vicodin, here's some Tramadol. All right, cool. So I just start taking those. I mean, I had to breathe in a little machine thing, breathe it out, and it would like rattle my lungs, pop my lung open and stuff. And then I had this, it almost, I called it a bong looking thing, but I had to breathe into it where it had these 2 arrows, and I had to get a little ball in between the 2 arrows. I had to do that for a long time.
Build your lungs up.
And That happened in, I think, June of 2010, and then in August of 2010, I total my dad's truck on the interstate.
Damn.
Yeah, freaking, I like right here on my skin.
Yeah, I see that.
I bit through my lip, freaking shattered my face plate. My son Kyler he was 2 years old. He was in the back seat. I had just stopped before we got on the interstate.
Right.
Put him back in his fucking seat. Got
Oh
on the
my
interstate.
God.
And then this lady was at the Farmington Road exit. This lady couldn't get over on her exit. So she stopped in the right lane. And I didn't realize that she was stopped because I didn't see any brake lights, and I'm cruising and I'm only going 55 because I'm in a lifted truck. And if you go faster than 55 in that thing, the steering wheel shook so bad.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And there was a car in front of me, and I remember them swerving over really fast. And before I could even like react, like boom, I smack into the back of her. And then so that sucked. Freaking
Yeah,
Kyler,
so you smashed your face into the steering wheel or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, shattered my faceplate and then bit through my lip. And Kyler, thank God I just put him back in his seatbelt. I mean, he bit his tongue, but that was like the worst of his injuries. Because I was in a 98 Chevy Silverado with a 6-inch lift on it, and I hit this lady. She was in a Chevy Cobalt, and I put her trunk all the way up to her freaking back seat. Like,
wow.
Yeah, she's lucky she didn't we're all lucky we didn't die, actually. But,
no shit. So she just slammed on the brakes in front of you.
Well, no, she was stopped. She said that I had read later in the police report that she said she stopped because there's motorcycles getting onto the fucking interstate, so she just stopped in the right lane. And but I don't know.
All right, anyway, continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, you're good. So at the age of 18, I was getting prescribed Vicodin and Tramadol for getting ran over by the truck, and then they gave me Oxycontin.
Damn.
For when I shattered my face.
Sure.
So I'm taking all three of those. 18 years old. I don't know the dangers of prescription fucking pills. Right. So I was probably in those deep for probably about 6 to 8 months. And I started drinking really heavy because I was just in so much fucking pain. Sure. I could barely breathe. I could barely move.
Right. Your face is jacked up.
Yeah. And yeah, because I would wake up, I would take 2 Vicodin. The second I woke up, I'd get something to eat, and then I would take a freaking Oxycontin, and then I would just fucking eat the Tramadol, just period. I would eat probably like 4 of them a day, and then take probably like three Vicodin and 2 Oxycontins every day, and it was bad. And then I was drinking on top of it. I was drinking probably about a pint to a fifth every other day.
Right.
At 18, and it was one of my good friends in high school, Renee. Her mom, Tori, fucking, oh man, I love her to death. She's actually a guard at Peoria County jail. Mm-hmm. But she recognized that, there's like there's something fucked up with me, and she had me move in with her. It was December of 2000. Yeah, I want to say. Was it? Yeah. It would have been about August, September, October, because it was around Christmas time. So yeah, I was about like 4 months in, really heavy on the pills after I had wrecked the truck, the truck on the interstate. So from June 2010 till December of 2010, I was just eating fucking like really heavy on the painkillers.
Sure. And drinking on top of it. That's odd because you went from 11 to 13 and, drinking like every teenager does to crack, and then got pregnant, stopped that, smoked a little weed. Now by prescription, now you're addicted to opiates, which is completely different than crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people that like stimulants don't like opiates and vice versa. Is that the case with you, or that was just something to numb the pain?
Well, like the painkillers, like they just helped with the pain,
Right.
Like I didn't really get like a high feeling off of them that I remember, but like what I do remember the most was coming off of them and like almost quitting fucking full cold turkey of like a lot of opioids, and I literally thought like I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like it was the worst feeling I ever did in my life. And it was after that I swore I was never, like, I wouldn't even take a fucking Tylenol for years or an ibuprofen after I got off
Wow.
that, because I found out the seriousness of, like the pain meds and stuff I did. And, yeah.
So you were completely anti-drug at that point because you didn't know not to ever want to go through that situation again, of feeling like that.
I didn't want to be sick like that ever again. Never again did I want to be sick like that.
So let's fast forward now, because obviously we are where we're at. So what happened after that period where you came off of that and you're like, all right, man, get out of jail free. I'm good. I can start my life over now. What happened to where you started getting in trouble again?
Okay. So, all right. So we'll start at 18. Got off the pain pills. So 19, 20 was kind of just smoking weed, drinking here and there,
Sure.
nothing too crazy. Then when I turned 21, I started dating this stripper, and,
no.
I'm 21. I just turned 21, I'm dating this girl. She's 10 years older than me,
Right.
I'm fucking in love, I'm like, this is fucking cool as shit. She was a feature entertainer. So we were going like to different towns, different states and shit, doing like shows. I was her stage manager or whatever the fuck that is. But, basically it was just me and her driving around to different places, getting shit-faced fucking drunk.
Right.
And it was me kind of making a fool out of myself, just because like we were like marketing for Elliott's at the time.
Right.
So we're like promo girls, I guess is what you can call it, which I mean, drunk fucking retards. Yes, I would say more of that. But I had the great idea one day, and I'm like, you know what? People remember people that are fucking ridiculous and obnoxious, or do the dumb shit, or make the mistakes. They don't remember people doing everything like perfectly and flawlessly.
Sure.
Like so I became like the bloopers girl, I'd just do like ridiculous. Plus I was awkward with like the strip club freaking.
Yeah, they are awkward.
This becomes funny later on, because I was really awkward about like just like my sexuality at the time, like I was a really reserved person. Like I couldn't get up on stage and dance and take my clothes off.
Right.
Like, I was like super shy about all that. Fucking later on, you'll find out why that part's funny. But I remember me and fucking Taser, we go to LaSalle, Peru, and we do a bikini competition.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, they're not gonna fucking remember us, because we're strictly there to promote for fucking Elliott's,
Right.
And it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Peoria. We get there and we go to like a local bar, talk to the locals, and they're like, oh yeah, no, it's rigged. It's the same like 3 people that win every year, blah blah blah. And I mean, it was like a really serious competition. Like, I mean, you had to have like a full face makeup on. Like, I mean, it's $150 to enter. Like, they were fucking serious about this shit. Like, really serious. I'm not a serious person. So we get there, and guess what I forget to bring with me to a bikini competition?
Bikini.
Yes. So we're going to Walmart, and we're fucking smoking a blunt in the car, and I'm like, dude, what if I fucking trip and fall in the river? Like, oh no, they're gonna remember that shit.
Oh yeah.
So so I did. we went there. And I'm wearing.
So wait. Trips off of what? Off the stage?
It was the boat dock. No, it was a boat dock ramp.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was a boat dock ramp. So we had to start at one yacht, and I mean, and there was probably like 30 girls there, and we all like did like a champagne fucking cheers before it. And I mean, you had to walk from one end to the other, change your bikini at the yacht at the end, and then walk all the way back. So I'm like, look, I'm going to wear your heels to make it believable, because I look like a baby deer trying to walk for the first time, wearing like anything with a slight fucking heel in it. So, and I'm wearing her like 6-inch fucking like platform
stripper pumps.
Right. Yes, dude. And I'm walking across the boat dock ramp, and I mean, I just look fucking ridiculous. Like, I really wish we would have had this recorded, because it was fucking priceless. But I just remember these people are like, man, just take the shoes off. Just take the shoes off. It's okay. You know what I mean? There's hundreds of people up on shore watching too. And then you got the people on the boats right there, like front row. I go back, I change my outfit. And I go back to the last like walk back or whatever, and I stand there, because we had to stop in the middle, do like little Miss America wave or whatever, and I do that, and that's when I freaking trip and fall in the river. And
Oh my God.
like, it was like a year, or I don't know how much later it was, but I remember me and Taser, we had taken some girls to this bar to
Mhm.
like kind of train them to be dancers or whatever, because it's easier to teach a girl out of town than it is your hometown.
Sure.
Anyway, but this is like a year later, and this chick was like, if she falls off my stage, like she fell off
Oh
that
no.
dock ramp, I'm throwing all of you out. And I'm like, look, we did our job, because guess what? They remembered the fucking goofy bitch that fell in the river.
Right.
Like,
Oh, that's hilarious. So
so
so I mean, did you do it well? Did you sell it when you
oh yeah, I
flopped?
sold it. Oh yeah, I sold it. Yeah,
Did
it was
people
believable.
dive into your rescue?
Oh yeah, I had a bunch of people run up and they're like, here, trying to like help me up and shit. It was fucking
That's awesome.
hilarious.
So that could
Oh
not
man,
be a good start to a non-toxic relationship. Going on the road with a stripper as the road manager and just boozing it up and smoking buds everywhere you go. So how
yeah.
did that? What happened with that? Did that spiral out of control? I can only imagine.
Oh well, I'm glad you asked. All right, so it was true love. I swear to God, it was true love. Like, it was true
Right
love.
on.
But yeah, it was toxic. It was toxic. It was my first stripper. I was freshly 21, so I mean,
Oh wow.
lesson learned. But I mean, I'm still friends with her to this day.
Sure.
Love her. I got a big heart for her. But yeah, there was there was another time we went to it was a beauty pageant, is what she told me. It's a beauty pageant. Okay, it's called. It was in Roseland, Indiana, at what was it? God damn it. Yeah, Roseland, Indiana. It was Ponderosa Sun Club. That's what she
Okay.
told me.
Right.
All right. I'm like, all right, cool. That sounds great, So we bar hopped the whole way down there. A 6-hour drive took us fucking like 12, because we literally stopped at every bar on the way to this fucking place. We get there, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning or some shit. So I just take my blanket, and throw it out on the front lawn, lay down, try and get some sleep. Sun comes up, I'm starting to wake up, and I look around, and the very first thing I fucking see is a man about 60, 70 years old, butt ass fucking naked, riding a bicycle down the road. He's like, good morning, ladies. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where the fuck are we at? She did not tell me. She said we're going somewhere where it's like summer camp. Okay.
Well, it's summer camp.
Beauty pageant, a beauty pageant like summer camp. She didn't tell me it was a fucking nudist resort. Wow. So, I'm waking up, and my first sight is that fucking old man just butt ass naked. And then I turn around and look behind me, and fucking my ex-wife is in a little kiddie pool shaving her freaking vagina.
Oh my
like,
God.
with the water running, and then there's freaking Nikita Steele at the end of another camper fucking puking her guts out. And I'm just like, where the fuck am I at?
Oh my Lord.
So I get up that morning. I'm hungover as shit,
What
and
a way to wake up hungover. Just an old, nasty dude riding a bike naked.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I need a shot.
Yeah, I'm like, I was like, I am not in fucking Kansas anymore, dude.
No,
where the fuck are we at?
Indiana.
And, yeah, no shit. So, freaking, we go to sign up, because Taser tells me all you have to do is just walk across the stage butt naked one time, and you get in for free. Otherwise, it's like $100-$200.
Well, shit.
To begin there. And then plus I'm in the VIP area, so I get, I like girls. So I'm getting to see like hundreds of fucking porn stars butt ass naked.
Yeah, like putting me in there.
The time of my life.
I bet.
I met fucking Ron Jeremy's fucking creepy ass.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I didn't know who he was. And I'm in the bathroom, like I just get done going to the bathroom, I'm washing my hands, and some fucking sweaty ass stinky dude comes up behind me and reaches around me. I fucking elbow check him, freak out, because he's in the women's bathroom. But really, it's like a co-ed bathroom, because we're in the freaking, like, the goddamn, like, the pool area and shit. And Taser's like, do you know who that was? And I was like, no, what the fuck is he doing? He's like, that's Ron Jeremy. And I was like, so the fuck what? Who is that? And then
the hedgehog.
I found out who Ron Jeremy was that day.
I bet. Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude. And then I just, man.
What did he say? You elbow checked him? What was he like? Oh, or what he's like, damn, baby.
And then I just like skeeted out of the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I'm all creeped out, dude.
Oh, wow.
And I'm still like, I'm like in a daze still because
Sure.
I don't think I wasn't sober that whole freaking time.
Right.
Oh yeah, back to so we were signing up. We were doing the sign up. So all I had to do was walk across the stage butt naked one time. Um, okay, like she told me that. I'm like, all right, I got this. All I have to do is fill that out. I get there and I panic with the sheet that I have because we have to like sign a bunch of like releases for our pictures being taken and being recorded. You know, I have to sign like all for like like Cherry Magazine and like a whole bunch of different fucking places so like they can put our
Sure.
pictures up on the internet and stuff. So
100%.
I'm like signing all those. I kind of freak out. So I just start circling what fucking Nikita's circling, you know? I later find out I signed up for the pole dance competition. I had signed up for like a couple other things, and I have never danced on a pole a day in my life.
Oh,
All
wow.
right. So I'm signed up for this pole dance competition, and Nikita has a fucking stripper pole like in the back of her truck or whatever. So I get on it. One time I flip up. I was able to flip upside down. One time, first time, only time I ever did it. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking professional. I can do this. I got
Of
this.
course.
So I go to do the next day I do the competition. Like my heart's racing. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm nervous as hell. Like I'm already like half naked in front of all these people. Now I have to get fully naked. And I just remember freaking Taser telling me, make sure you take your bottoms off because you have to get fully nude throughout it. She's
Right.
like, don't forget to take your bottoms off. Don't forget to take your bottoms off. So that's like instilled in my head.
Right.
Well, like strippers, when they go on stage, very first thing they do, boom, take their fucking tops out, get your tits out, Right.
Right.
Well, I'm just in my mind, don't forget to take your bottoms off. Don't forget to take your bottoms off. So I do the whole thing, fucking vagina out for the whole fucking world. And I got disqualified because I did not take my top off.
Oh my God. You showed the cooch and left the girls covered up and got booted.
I gotta see these A cups. Like,
oh my God. That's priceless. Well, you're learning the stripper etiquette while on the road.
Yes, I did. I learned a lot of stripper etiquette that became useful later in life, kind of.
Yeah.
What was it? And then, so I don't know. Me and Taser somehow separated later on that night, and I ended up following this other girl back to her little camper thing or whatever. And we were there, and they'd given me a little line of freaking coke, and I did. That was because I had smoked crack. I never really did coke,
Right.
I did like put coke on like a weed bowl before with my brother, but like never actually like snorted it. Well, I snorted it, and it made me have to like shit. So like I kind of pooped my pants a little bit sitting in the fucking camper. I fucking freak out. I just get up and just fucking leave like immediately. Like fucking got like shit on my fucking goddamn shorts. Fucking walk. We're in the nudist thing, so I just take them off and I just fucking throw them in the trash. Rinse my, go to the fucking little hose thing, fucking wash myself off and shit. I go back to the camper, just no pants on. I got my shirt like I'm trying to like hold it down, like I'm fucking embarrassed at a nudist resort, and Taser was just fucking passed out, and I just went to bed, and I never told any about else.
Well, now you told the World Wide Web. Perfect.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot up here. Shit.
I know. I'm sorry about that. It's about 110 out here.
Yeah, it's nice though because I just shaved my head. So
yeah, you were talking about that. You have a friend that has cancer.
Yeah, my friend down in Champaign. Yeah, she's got breast cancer, so she's done about like I think she's on her 11th round of chemo right now. So
right on. Yeah, went through that with my mother, so I know exactly. I shaved my head as well, so I know exactly what's going on.
It's really liberating though. I mean, like it ain't shit to take a shower anymore.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? I don't have to fucking spend 20 minutes when I wake up. Like,
oh, it felt great.
Go out.
Yeah, very very liberating. So we got the stripper national tour out of the way. So you get back.
It was Miss Nude. It was a beauty pageant. It was for Miss Nude North America. Fun fact: I did not win any titles at all there. So it was an experience. And what was fucking funny as hell was when I was in rehab in Champaign. There was this guy. It was like my last week I was there, and this guy came in, and he was there for doing coke, and he was like a millwright and blah blah blah. And he was talking about he was from Indiana, and I was like, oh, last time I've been to Indiana was that, and that guy had actually been to the freaking beauty pageants and shit before with his wife.
Small
And
world.
yeah, I guess they don't do it anymore because of COVID. COVID shut it down.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but that's definitely something I would definitely go to that again. Like,
I
I mean,
bet you would.
not be not exactly be up on stage, but just
I was
like,
gonna
I
say,
mean,
don't forget the top this time.
yeah, I'd definitely be walking. And what was funny was like that whole day, I was walking around topless, like the whole day
Right?
topless, walking around all day topless. Like and I go to get on stage and
Slipped your mind.
yeah,
Completely
I'm like,
slipped your mind. So you get
well, I
back to
mean,
oh, go ahead.
oh yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, well, for your first time ever being on a stage and you're in front of
Right.
like thousands of people on top of it too, like,
I know the
yeah, it was,
feeling. I've never had to
man.
disrobe, but I know the feeling. When did you start smoking rocks again? I guess because that's
Okay. All right. So yeah. So me and her, we split up in 2014. Because I got tired. I honestly got tired of the fast life. I got tired
right.
of being on the road all the time. You know, I had my
Sure.
son Kyler. I was missing him, and I wanted like that white picket fence. You know, the
Right,
house with the
right.
white picket fence, and like I knew that, you know, even being a stripper or an entertainer or anything in that industry, that has a shelf life. You know,
Oh yeah.
like I'm sorry to
Yeah.
say it like that, but you know, you ain't gonna be pretty forever, and your pussy
Right.
ain't gonna look good forever. You
Right.
know, and I'm like, I want to do something with my life. I want to be somebody. So I went to ICC. I started taking college courses for automotive technology.
Gotcha.
So I was there for, yeah, that was in 2014, and then I accidentally got a job at Goodyear in East Peoria.
Accidentally?
One, yeah. I was going to get valve stems for my
okay.
fucking. I had a 98 Chevy Astro van. Fucking
Nice.
loved that van. I miss that van. I would definitely buy another one. But yeah, two strippers
Hard
in that.
to find.
Yeah, me and fucking bunch of strippers in that fucking thing.
Oh my God.
Oh, trivia question: how many strippers can you fit in a '98 Chevy Astro van with the back seat taken out?
With the back seat taken out? Pfft, how
With
many?
the back seat taken out.
You probably get 40 in there.
Well, 17 and a half.
Damn, that's still a lot. I mean, I'm talking stacking them though. They wouldn't be able to
well,
move
this
around.
was just sitting. This was just sitting.
Dang,
Yeah.
that has got to be some kind of record.
Yeah, 17 and a half.
Well, what's that have? You had a midget stripper or what?
Yeah, Bridget.
Oh, no.
I think that's what her name was. I don't know.
What were you guys doing? Did you have a
little
pole back
midget in there.
were you just the Uber for the strippers that night, or what were you guys up to?
Yeah, I bartended out at Elliott's, and I was a cocktail waitress.
Okay.
So, like, at the end of the night, we would always leave there, and then we would go downtown and get even more shit-faced drunk. So it was like we just always kept the party going a lot of times. I got fired from Elliott's.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Because I was selling coke to the strippers.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm like, I was cutting out the middleman, you know.
Right.
And I thought, like, in the job application, all the way at the bottom, it says, cocktail waitress can sell cocaine to strippers. Like, I thought that was part of the job. You know,
it's under special skills.
Yeah, like, I mean, I got better shit, and I made it a better deal for him too. Yeah. Well, I wasn't doing coke then. I wasn't doing coke.
You just selling it?
Yeah, because I was kind of dabbling with it a little bit, but I didn't really like how it made me feel too much.
Gotcha.
You know. Okay, so yeah, so me and Taser split up. 2014. I go to school, and then I ended up getting pregnant with my son Jeremiah. And so I dropped out of school, and then I get a job at Jim's Family Restaurant, where I'm working at now. Again, I was waitressing because I couldn't be in school and be pregnant in the automotive. I couldn't be in the garage and shit, so I had to drop out.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I go from, you know, living the fucking like stripper life basically, but like. How is it? Because I was like the manager, I guess. If that's what you want to call it, because I was never the one. I wasn't doing any of the like the dirty deeds, or I wasn't the one, you know, taking my clothes off and stuff. I was just kind of just like I was there, you know. Yeah. So I went from living that fast life to, you know, kind of calming back down, getting in school, and then I ended up getting pregnant with my son Jeremiah, and I get with his dad. So and. You know, we had slept together like one or two times, and I ended up getting pregnant. And
you're very fertile.
I am. I can't even sit next to somebody with a dick without getting fucking pregnant. Like, and like, I mean, okay, I love Sean to death. I do. I love him. He's a great dude. He's a great dad. He's an awesome person. But like, I slept with him like out of like pity sex because he had his late wife. No, he's okay. He's an Army veteran. Okay. Sure. I was doing a service for the American people. You sleep with the upset veteran, you know, like, hello, that's what you do as an American citizen.
Right. Thank you for your service.
Yes. Thank you. Somebody recognizes it. Fuck. So he has had a ribbon and it has Rachel tattooed on his arm. And I met him at Goodyear when I was working there. And I had noticed his tattoo one day and I was like, oh, you went and got Rachel tattooed on your arm. I was like, that's funny because I went and got your name tattooed on my ass. And that was like the first thing that I had ever said to him. And I literally have your name tattooed on my ass. And freaking, he had told me it was his late wife that had passed away. And it was like the 1 year anniversary on Halloween that she had died. So I felt really bad for him. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll come hang out with you, you know, because I understand death sucks, blah, blah, blah. Well, we ended up drinking some freaking long neck goddamn Budweisers and, you know.
The rest is history.
Yeah. So
keep you away from long necks.
Yeah. So, so I ended up getting pregnant and I just, you know, try and make a relationship work on, you know, pretty much a stranger, you know, and I mean, we did, we tried making things work for as long as we did. I wasn't happy with myself. So like, I couldn't be happy with anybody at that time.
Gotcha.
So we had bought a house in South End of Peoria. And you know, it was like Pleasant Hill district, freaking still limestone district, but it was on county side, you know, and it was good for like, I mean, I owned my house, owned a car, you know, owned 2 cars, owned a motorcycle, you know, like I owned everything, but it was just like, I felt like I should have been farther in life or had more in life than what I had. Cause I kept on looking at like what this person had or what that person had, you know, like I thought the grass was greener on the other side when in all reality, what I had was just fucking fine, you know?
Right.
But I was still stuck in the like the bougie lifestyle from being with fucking Taser, you know, like just fast life, just having all nice things, just like, you know, big houses type shit, you know? And, I wasn't happy with myself. So I started drinking. And this is where my addiction starts.
Gotcha.
It was probably about 2018. 2017, 2018, I started, you know, going to the bar a couple times here or there after work. And then it turned to every fucking day after work. It got to the point where I was seeing my friends more than I saw my kids. And I would just get drunk. Like I would just drink to get fucking drunk because I wasn't happy with myself. You know, I thought everybody else was the problem then. You know, and that's when I had remembered about, being raped when I was young and stuff. And, you know, I was just like a big fucking pity party. I was the victim. Everybody else was the problem, you know, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I was just drinking a lot. And then, 2019, I started smoking crack again. I was doing coke. 2018, 2019, I was doing coke. I did so much coke, like I couldn't even fucking snort it up my nose. Like it was bad. That's why I started smoking foilies because I couldn't fucking snort it physically. You know, like, hello, you know, maybe you should stop. Like, you know, if you can't fucking, you know, I mean, I collapsed my nose right there. Like, wow, you notice how it's
really hitting it hard. So dude. At this point, my God, that's a hell of a cocaine habit. If you're blowing out your septum, how much are you spending a day on this?
When I was doing coke, I was doing it started off, I was doing like a half a gram, then it was a gram, then it was an 8-ball, and then it was a quarter.
Every day.
Every day.
Right.
Well, every wake up. Like, cause I would be up for like 2 or 3 days at a time, 4 days. Longest I had ever been awake was 11 days straight. That's fucking crazy. Do not recommend. I did meth though. I was shooting up meth at that point, but, 0 out of 10 do not recommend on that one. But,
no.
Yeah. That's a whole other ball field. Ooh.
PSA, don't do meth. Don't shoot it, especially. Well, don't do it, period.
Yeah.
So continue on. So you said you started off just half gram. That's how much, and then all the way up to a quarter ounce. What are we spending at the max on coke before crack?
Okay, so on coke, so I was paying $100 a gram for coke. So I mean, that's a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
And I was getting, because this is when prices were there was like a drought, I remember. You know what? And I found out motherfucking drug dealers say it's just a drought just so they can fucking raise the prices. It ain't even a goddamn drought, motherfuckers.
Right.
Like, fuck you guys. I know the game. Like,
right.
I know what you're doing. But no, I was spending a lot of money on my coke habit.
So what was the max per day?
Probably coke. I would probably say like an 8-ball on the coke.
So that's how much?
Like $150
wow.
or 300. I was paying $100 a gram because the guy would
300 every time you re-upped.
Yeah, because the guy would only sell me grams of coke.
Okay.
And he would charge me $100. And then later on, I found out I can get a whole 8-ball for fucking. At first, I was 200, and then I was able, towards the end of my addiction, I was getting it for $100 for an 8-ball of crack. So, yeah.
So walk us through doing coke versus doing crack, because obviously it's a much different, like, just outcome.
Man, yeah, it's a whole different fucking high, man. It is a whole different ball field. Like the coke, it like, man, I don't know. It gave me kind of like a calm, like, high. It had me like, I felt like I was fucking invincible. Like I was fucking superhero. You know, and I mainly did the coke so I could drink more.
Right.
That way I could keep up with drinking, because I was a severe alcoholic. I was a horrible alcoholic. I was drinking probably a fifth of Crown Apple and Coors Light. I would drink probably like a 12 pack of Coors Light and probably almost a fifth of fucking Crown Apple while I was doing coke. And then it was 2019. One of my friends had crack, and I was out of coke, and they had me hit that pipe, and just hitting that pipe, it was just like, I mean, you just get like womp, 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 and like my mind just quieted down, and it was like, and I kept chasing that first high that I ever had.
That's what you hear.
One is too many, and 1,000 is never enough, and you know, it spiraled bad. Really quick, bad. Too. Like I didn't even realize it real quick. I was in smoking crack for 5 years. I didn't even realize it was 5 years. I'm still not even processing. It's 2025. I still think it's 2021. Like I'm dead ass serious.
That's
like
crazy.
I still have a hard time fathoming that it's 2025 right now. And man, you know, I was fucking smoking. I mean, I would get up. First thing I do when I'd wake up, so I'd probably like chain smoke back to back at least like a quarter, or not a quarter. What is it? It's like a gram and a half. Like I would smoke like a gram and a half in like 30-40 minutes when I first woke up. And then that would just get me to like level out. And then I would just go about my day, and I'd just be able to like, you know, hit it. I mean, I was hitting the pipe every like 30 minutes throughout the day.
So you had to take it with you. I mean, it revolved around your day.
Oh yeah. I mean, everything was about crack, dude. Everything. I'd be in the fucking car at stoplight, fucking smoking. I'd be freaking in a bathroom at a fucking gas station, fucking smoking. I'd blow it into the freaking toilet paper, or you know, I'd fold up a bunch of toilet paper and blow it into it really hard, because then you want to have the smoke cloud come out. Fucking, it was horrible. I started smoking it out of a bong.
Crack bong.
Dude, I thought it was a great idea,
bro.
I thought it was a great idea until I started having seizures 3 times a week from smoking out of it.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it was like the worst. It was like the worst, best idea I think I thought I had.
Walk me through that.
This one time I hit it. I hit the crack bong back. I mean, and it was like a big ass. I mean, the fucker was like tall. Like, I mean,
Graphics.
It was like a 2-foot fucking bong, and you know.
Right.
And I remember hitting it back to back, and I was at my buddy's house, and like I fell out and I had a seizure. And I remember I was like in a different realm. Like I was there, but I wasn't there. And I just remember, I remember seeing these two people. There was this really tall, skinny guy and this really short, fat dude. And they were just sitting there, just standing there, just staring at me. And like, I had to do like a bunch of these little fucking trials and do a bunch of other just random shit that they wanted me to do. And like, I mean, I remember when I first got there, it was like, it just felt like like I was at peace. And I felt amazing. And it was just a weird, I don't know. Like it was weird. I saw my dead sister there and she hugged me and told me that she forgave me. And then like, boom, I came back and I'm standing at the end of my buddy's bed, half naked. Like, and the last thing I remember, like, you know, when I went to hit, I was sitting, you know, on the floor on the other side of the room, you know?
Wow.
And like,
yeah, totally blacked out. Weird, so do you think you passed on? Do you think you saw the afterlife for a couple minutes or a minute?
I don't know.
That's a trip.
I don't know.
You start seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, my buddy said like I was walking around and stuff in the room. He said I sat up and I was like, it's amazing here. It's amazing here. And then I kept walking around the room and stuff like that. And he was like, I was talking to somebody while I was walking around the room. And like, yeah, it was fucking weird, dude. Like, so fucking weird.
That is crazy. And first of all, hitting crack out of a bong is crazy to start with. So moving forward past that. So now you've went from a cocaine habit, which went from, you know, just buying a little bit here and there all the way up to about 150 or $300 every time you re-upped. Now crack, that's like, you know, pouring gasoline on a fire, just instantaneous, like jet fuel on a fire. Now we're up to where we're doing bongs of crack, people. So it has to go terribly, terribly wrong from here on out. So pick it up after the crack bongs.
Okay, well, so yeah, it does. It goes downhill really bad. But before the crack bongs, so like, Rachel, how did you pay for all of this? That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked. So when when I first started doing it, I had like an OnlyFans account or whatever that my ex-wife showed me how to make. Like, I suck at flirting. I suck at trying to manipulate people. Like, you know. Like, I suck at it. It's not very good. I'll be like, here's my tits. Give me some money. You know, like, I don't want to sit here and have a fucking conversation with you. But I had this one guy, bless his heart, but he was sending me anywhere from like $20 to fucking $200 every single day, except for on Sundays. So, yeah. I would make up some bullshit excuse why I needed money and he would fucking send it to me. So, and that went on for like a year and a half before he finally cut me off. So the day he cut me off, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, how am I going to afford my habit now? You know? And then I was with this girl, Carrie, and I always called her Madam Carrie. I mean, she wasn't a madam, but I just called her Madam Carrie because she had all the hoes around, you know? She was a fucking dealer and shit. You know, she had all the hoes around, you know? So, yeah, of course, I'm going to hang around close because I like hoes. Like, it's a mental disability I have. I love hoes.
That's all right.
But, so... Freaking, I was making money by helping drug dealers remodel their houses, and they were giving me crack from that. Well, this one day I was at this house and with this guy. I called him Goof Troop Tom. I don't know what the fuck his name is. I don't even know if his name's really Tom, but I just called him Goof Troop Tom because he was a fucking meth head and he was goofy as fuck. But I ran out of crack, and this was the first time I ever shot at meth. So when I tell you I worked for 14 hours straight in the middle of fucking summer remodeling this house with no air conditioner, I did. And the fucking dude only wanted to pay me like a gram worth of fucking crack for 14 hours of like straight, actual decent fucking like really detailed remodeling work. Like, because, you know, I remodeled, we redid the whole upstairs fucking bathroom. And I was like carrying a back part of the toilet and I fall through the fucking floor because we didn't screw the boards on. So like I fuck up my whole arm. I come back to my home. Just sweaty, fucking defeated, you know, just busted my ass for 14 hours just to get a fucking lousy gram of some shitty dope. And this bitch, butt ass ugly, no fucking teeth, goes outside, comes back in fucking 10 minutes with $140. I'm like, game over. game over after that. I'm like, how'd you do that? Teach me your ways. So Farrah taught me how to suck a dick, and I became an escort.
Wow, just
And
like that.
just like that. And I was actually really fucking good at it. Like, really good. I think it's just because, like, I'm like, I got a bubbly personality,
Sure,
and like
sure.
I'm goofy, and like my ads were fun. I wish I could like at least read my old ads because they were fucking stupid. They were funny, but they weren't like, how all the other girls were like, ooh, hey, big daddy,
Yeah,
blah blah blah, and I'm like,
right.
who wants to fuck? Just like straight to the point. One of them was like, one of my ads was like, looking for a plumber to fuck. I need my pipes done or something like that. And I did. I needed like plumbing redone in my house. That's how I learned how to do plumbing, was from fucking having this guy that I sucked his dick to do it.
Hey, that's one way to get trained.
Yeah. Well, another one of my ads was like, it was like an infomercial. I was
Sure.
like, have you or your poker buddy recently fallen victim to seasonal blue balls? Are you tired of your wives bitching and nagging? Feel free to call. And then have my fucking number and stuff.
Nice. So you just had a cell phone you used for that?
Yeah, I had I had a little burner phone.
Oh, right on.
So yeah,
Was that
way back.
Craigslist then? What were people
No, it was
using back then?
skip the games.
What's it called?
It was skip the games.
Skip the games?
Yeah.
Is that a local thing or?
It's actually all over the U.S.
Oh, okay. So it's like an app.
Yeah, it's an app.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a prostitute hookup site almost.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, well, that's crazy. All right. Well, that's what YouTube's all about is entertaining and learning. So
Right.
people are learning new things today. So, wow,
if you see
that's
Asian
crazy.
on there, the Asians are scams because
Okay.
it's like all the massage people. Those are scams.
I gotcha.
You wanna look for, some fucking rough looking fucking bitch and hope she don't rob you, because half of them fucking rob you on there.
Okay, we're gonna
got
touch
a lot
on
of
that.
regulars
Yeah.
because like I didn't rob them. I'm like,
Sure.
You're paying me for a service. Like, we're
Right.
doing a business transaction.
So you could be trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean,
I still rip some people off, but
well, sure.
like,
We'll get to that in a minute. So you see this woman, she leaves the house, she comes back with $140 from going out and blowing somebody, and she can instantly buy rocks now. And you're like, light bulb moment. So,
I'm like,
so she kind of just taught you the ropes. Yeah. Maybe told you about the app or the website, and then you were off to the races. Have iPhone, have hooker, basically, right? You could just straight up. So how long did that last? And talk about what that was like mentally for you, because obviously you're on drugs and you're drinking, right? So, I mean, that has to kind of numb you out.
Yeah. I was really desensitized
Sure.
because I was drinking and smoking a lot of fucking crack, and I just cared about how I was going to get my next high,
Right.
So it really, like, I mean, it made me feel really shitty about myself, especially once I got sober. I started really feeling shitty about myself just because, like, I don't know, like, you get like that many fucking, I mean my body count's really fucking high. Like,
Sure.
I mean, I've sucked a lot of fucking dick, like, goddamn. Oh fuck. And I'm a lesbian. Like I told you, I'm a shitty fucking lesbian, but I can suck the soul out of you.
That is not the normal thing you would see.
Yeah.
Another world record, maybe.
Yeah. This lesbian slept with more guys than fucking goddamn. What's that one porn star?
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, in the same room, anyways. So you're to the point now where you're smoking crack every day, all day, staying up for days, and but even it progressed even to shooting meth. That's like, man, that's like top of the the stimulation world right there.
Well, yeah, because I was trying to get off crack.
Right.
So my friend was like, "Have you tried meth? That helped me get off crack." I'm like, "That's a great idea." Like, I can't get addicted to meth. That's not addicting, right? No. I was on meth for like 6 months, dude, and that shit, man. I was shooting it up, and like it got to the point where like I wasn't even really addicted to the drug itself, because I hate how meth makes me feel. I absolutely fucking hate it. I hate that. I hate that geeky feeling. I don't like meth, but it was just like that needle, and I still kind of have like a love hate.
Wow.
Like I think about the needle more than I think about like wanting to drink or anything, just because I don't know, it was just like the whole process.
Right. Right.
Like watching the blood like pour into it and then, just shooting it back up. Like I loved it. I
Right.
fucking loved it. I did. And
Yeah, that's what happens in addiction. I mean, you get addicted to it's just like getting ready to go out for the night and pre-gaming. What am I going to buy to drink? What kind, do I have weed? Am I going to get some blow? It's like and that whole prep of the evening is what's exciting as well as going out and getting hammered. And then, so that progressively, so now you're doing how many dates a day to support now you got a meth habit on top of crack. I mean, you're done with crack.
Meth is cheaper. Meth is cheaper.
Okay. Okay.
So say I could spend $20 on meth and that would save me $400 on crack.
Okay.
So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot cheaper. That's a lot cheaper.
A lot less work for you to have to do.
Yeah, but I mean, I had like a $400 a day habit. I did the math when I was in jail, and yeah, $400 a day. So do that over a course of a year.
Right.
That's $144,000.
Yeah,
in 1 year.
That's a lot of crap.
I was doing dates. I would do 125 for a quick visit. Well, when I first started out, it was 150 for a quick visit, 200 for a half hour, 300 for an hour. There towards the end, I would do either 100 or 125 for a quick visit. Quick visit's 15 minutes. 175 for a half hour or 150 for a half hour. And I still stayed firm on that 300 for an hour though. So yeah.
So you had your regulars, but then what was it like meeting new Johns? I mean, that had to happen,
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I found it kind of fun actually.
Yeah,
I did, because I don't know, it was like a challenge to me, see how fast I could get them off.
Right.
I would always play the same songs. I would play fucking Fleetwood Mac Dreams, Edge of 17, and then some In This Moment, heavy metal, because I would go by songs because I wasn't a clock watcher. So once I hear In This Moment, it would either creep the guy out and he would just fucking leave, or I would be like, all right, time's up,
Right.
But yeah, before Fleetwood Mac Dreams was over, and that's a 4-minute and 45-second song, I would be done.
Right. So. That's crazy how you could time it out with the music, but that makes total sense. Yeah. As far as physical now, I mean, when you're drinking and on stimulants like that, you must not have had any appetite. Were you not even eating? And what was your physical like? What were you like?
Oh, I was skinny. I was super skinny. I was down to 125 pounds when I went into rehab, and I thought I looked good too. I thought I looked sexy as hell. I had the flat stomach. And, when I throw my makeup on, I thought I looked really fucking good. But then, I'm looking back on those pictures now that I'm fucking sober, and I'm like, holy shit. I looked fucking, sick. I looked sick. Now I weigh 190 because I can't stop fucking eating.
Right,
I cook. I work in a restaurant. So, of course, all I do is fucking cook. I mean, eat. Right. So,
cook and eat, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I totally get that. You do take some vices for others. As far as I craved sugar, obviously, because alcohol is all sugar, and that's one big thing. But I started eating because I felt so bad. Still, I felt bad for like a year and a half. I was still getting dizzy every single day. So I wanted to feel better, so I just started eating healthy and exercising. But that's something that I had to do because I felt so bad. It wasn't like, I'm going to work out and, get in great shape. No, I'm like, I'm sick of feeling sick and tired, and that's what it was with drinking every single day. So you talked about when we first talked on the phone, how you used to rob some of the guys. Were those new guys or were those guys towards the end that were your regulars?
Oh yeah, no, these guys deserved it. Okay.
Okay.
These weren't just random guys I didn't know. It was this one guy, fucking, I called him Washington. He gave me his fucking debit card. All right. Okay. I did the right thing for 3 months. Okay. I only took money out when I was supposed to. He started treating me like shit, talking to me like shit, and not wanting to pay me the proper amount. Motherfucker forgot that he gave me his debit card, and he would just start down talking me and treating me like shit. And I'm like, yeah, I know I'm a fucking crackhead. I know I'm a prostitute. You're the one that called me. Remember, I didn't fucking call you. I didn't seek you out on the internet. You found me. You knew what I was when you called me. So I started taking $1,000 out a day, and I got caught after like the 21st day.
You did it for 21 days?
So I stole $20,000 from him. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
My God.
I was going to go to Texas. I was going to go move in with my ex-wife, the stripper that I dated. I was going to go move down with her and get sober. And I got caught. Big surprise. Like, wait,
that's crazy.
How do I get caught when I'm going to the ATM and I don't have a fucking mask or nothing on? I'm just like barefaced, like fucking withdrawing the money, like fucking dumbass, you know?
They must have been building a case. I can't believe it took 21 days for that guy to figure it out.
That's when they got the bank statement and his wife found out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So he said somebody stole his debit card. And I'm like, no. I did not steal the debit card. He gave it to me. Granted, I wasn't supposed to take $20,000, but he never told me I couldn't either, if you want to get technical. And like, I mean, I do take accountability. I was in the wrong. Yes, I know.
Sure.
But at the same time, he was one that gave a fucking crackhead prostitute his fucking debit card that had over $300,000 on it. Like, what did you expect was going to happen? You know?
Yeah, that's not very logical. Wow.
And so I never would have done that if he wouldn't have treated me like shit. Like, if he wouldn't have fucking just started being mean and like aggressive towards me, I never would have done that. Like, I understand why his wife wanted to leave him. I totally fucking get it. And I'm not surprised if they didn't get a divorce from that, because I fucking threw his ass under the bus in fucking court. Like, fuck you.
You sure did. I mean, he had to go to court either way, so I mean, it was going to come up.
So I mean, I did.
So you didn't get any time or any charges for that then?
Oh yeah, I did.
You did.
I got possession of a stolen debit card taken off, but I still got theft because I did steal the money. I admitted to that. I was like, he didn't tell me I could take that much, you know.
Okay. So what, do you have to pay restitution?
Yeah.
Did you have to pay it back or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you have to do any time?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been in and out of jail a bunch. Yeah.
What's that like?
Quite a bit of time for that. It sucks.
When did you first go in? Like, how old were you?
Okay. So the first time I went to jail was over the debit card thing. That was in 2021. Was it in 2020? Yeah. I went to jail for that.
Wow. So later in life.
Yeah. I'd never been. Went to jail back in 2014 for DUI, but I chose to serve 10 days as opposed to doing a bunch of fucking community service and paying a bunch of fines. So I opted off on just serving 10 days, but that was the only time before that I had ever been in any trouble. You know, I had never even had a speeding, besides that
That's
DUI,
crazy.
I had never had a speeding ticket or a seatbelt ticket up until I started doing a bunch of drugs. I had one DUI.
Wow.
That was it on my record.
Let that be a lesson, folks. I mean, he just went off the rails. You know what I mean?
Dude, I did.
One time back when you were 18 or whenever you got your DUI, all the way up until like 2021, and then from crack to meth to prostitution to just straight hell, man. My God.
Oh, dude, I went fucking nuts, dude. And like all my friends around there were like, dude, like we didn't even know anything was wrong with you until you.
That's
were
crazy.
Just, like, all the way fucking down, like, because
wow.
I never like spoke, you know, because I was raised, you don't cry, you don't freaking talk about your feelings and shit. You bottle that shit up and move on with your day. So I never like spoke about how I was feeling or what was bothering me. So I just always buried it in a fucking joint or a fucking bottle. And then I never really, I'm still learning how to regulate my emotions. You know?
Sure.
But yeah, jail sucked. It sucked, but it didn't. It made me sit down and gave me time to reflect.
Right.
And I remember like every time I went to jail, I'm like, you know what? I want to stop living like this. I want to quit living like this. I just want to, I want to be with my kids, blah, blah, blah. I'd get out of jail. I'd spend like a week or two with them, and then I'd just be right back. I didn't have Narcotics Anonymous. I didn't have a program. I didn't know about none of that. So I was just in and out of jail a lot.
So when you would go into jail each time, because you sent me the mugshots, and you could see the progression. And so when you go to jail, are you getting sober when you go in, or are they still sneaking drugs in there?
No, I was getting sober when I was
okay.
In.
So how long in between times? What were your stints? How long were you sober? I guess.
Okay, so I had like a 28-day period. I would have like a 2-week period.
Oh,
I
wow.
had a 102-day period.
Okay.
38 days. I did like 3 days and then like another week.
So
Yeah.
you're getting arrested repeatedly. What are these for?
Yeah. Let's see. Mainly like failure to appears.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of them were from failure to appear. I got arrested. Oh, huh. So I had got arrested one time. I was what? Okay, so let me back up. So I had gone to jail for 38 days.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I had my daughter Parker, and I had gone to court because I was in my addiction when I was pregnant with her. I was on drugs while I was pregnant with her. I had gotten her taken from me at the hospital, and I had gone to detox after that, and I wanted to get better. I wanted to change my life around. I was with this girl. She was, going to help me through all this. I had gone to court, it's like a DCFS court for her, and I ended up getting arrested at DCFS court because I had a warrant I didn't know about. So I go to jail for 38 days.
Oh, wow.
I get out, and 3 things happen when you go to jail and you're dating a heroin addict. Okay. Your house gets broken into and robbed. Your dog gets killed, and your girlfriend's fucking Big Dick Bob down the street.
Oh,
So
wow.
I had a little mental breakdown when I got out because like we're supposed to live like the fairy tale life. She was supposed
Sure.
to get off drugs. I was going to get off drugs. I was going to get my kid back. So I get home and just like everything I had worked for is just gone. Like I had like every tool from Lowe's that I had these boosters steal for me in a bedroom. Like I had one bedroom just full of fucking tools, like no bullshit. I had 2 motorcycles stolen, like just thousands of dollars worth of shit just gone, and I went fucking nuts. And I stayed up for 11 days straight. Just doing every fucking drug I could get my hand on because I was going to go to rehab, and I said, fuck this. I was going to make her life miserable is what my goal was. I was going to make her life fucking miserable because she made mine miserable. And I ended up at Walmart in Washington. I have no idea how I got there. No idea why I was there. Don't even remember going in there. Apparently I tried
in Washington of all places.
Yeah. I apparently tried stealing a toolkit. I got caught, obviously. So next thing I know is I wake up and I'm in fucking jail again. So and I slept in the transfer cell. They let me sleep in the transfer cell for 36 hours straight.
Wow.
I had a bond. I had a bond of like $600. I had $450 on me. I could have made one phone call and got out. I chose to sit in jail for 2 weeks after that because I just needed to like, what the fuck, I was just like, what the fuck? And then there was this chick in there that I liked, fucking this girl Jessica. I always had the hots for her, and I ended up me and her. We kind of, that's a whole nother fucking story.
So that had nothing to do with wanting to stay in jail for another 2 weeks.
No. I ended up fucking eating her pussy and fucking in the shower and shit. And like,
of course,
I was joking around, and I was like, she put that out for a fucking honey bun and a cup of coffee. Like,
oh my God, that's funny. See, that's a difference. You have fun when you go to jail. Not all the time.
Yeah, dude, I did have fun. I did have fun the few times I went. The one time I didn't have fun, I remember it was this was in 2022. Yeah, so my sister, God, I still have a hard time talking about her. My sister had broke her ankle right when COVID had first started. I was staying with her because I was trying to get clean. This was in 2020, into 2019, 2020, I was doing outpatient because I had another daughter, Riley. I was pregnant with Riley in 2019. It was when I first started smoking crack, and I kept trying to quit smoking, but I was pregnant and I kept relapsing. I didn't have a program. So I had her. I end up staying with my sister right when COVID first hits because Riley's dad didn't want me going back and forth from Peoria to his place because of COVID, because he was freaked out about it. So I was staying with her. She had a broken ankle. Now, mind you, she has 8 boys and 1 girl.
Wow.
You know, I was helping her with the house. And I get told because of COVID, I don't have to do any drug tests. So I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. So, you know, I'm drinking a couple beers, you know, I'm fucking eating my nephew's fucking Adderall and shit. She gets mad at me and tells me I'm an addict, that I have a problem and I need to get help. And I got pissed at her because I'm not a fucking addict. I'm not a drug addict, you know.
Right.
I didn't have a problem. I just like to have fun. Where the fuck is that problem? Who the fuck are you to tell me I have a problem? So I leave. I don't talk to her again. I told her, don't ever fucking talk to me again. Okay. I find out in 2022, that she was sick. She had found out she had ALS. And nobody in my family told me that she was sick. So the whole time from COVID until just like December or right after Thanksgiving in 2022, nobody in my family told me she was sick. Told me she had ALS, that she was just slowly losing like everything. And I find out she's sick in December of 2022. I lose my fucking mind because the first time I see her in 2.5 years, she's in a hospital bed, completely paralyzed. Like, she can't, because of ALS, she can't, like, it destroys your muscular and like your nervous system where you can't move and stuff. Like, she had a trach in, she couldn't fucking talk. And so I find out about it through a friend of the family and said, hey, you need to go see your sister. She's not doing good. I'm like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, she's on life support right now. And I'm like, oh fuck, was she in a car wreck? And they were like, no. She's like, what do you mean? She's like, no, she's sick, dude. And yeah, so I see that. I go and see her. And I'm trying to process it. Like, what the fuck's going on? And she gets out of the hospital, she gets back home, and I'm like trying to make myself go and see her, but I can't because like I'm just so ashamed of myself. And then it was Christmas, and it was the day after I spent Christmas alone because like I was just so embarrassed of myself and so ashamed of myself. This is in 2022, and the day after, and it was Christmas Day, and my friend Nishay comes over, and I didn't answer the door. I listened to the people knock on the door all fucking day at my little trap house, and I didn't answer. And Nishay comes. I open the door, let him in. We're smoking and shit. I leave to go get some more dope with one of my girlfriends at the time, and when I get back, I find him dead on my floor.
Oh my god!
And I call the cops. I Narcan him because at first I thought he got, my ex's fucking shit because she was a heroin addict. I thought, maybe he got into some of her shit waiting for me to get back with some more dope. And I fucking Narcaned him. I hit him 3 times with the nasal and twice with the injection, fucking pumping him. Fucking paramedics come and shit. Cops knew me. I had a fucking warrant. They arrest me. And like right before I'm getting ready to go to jail, I'm like, oh, fuck, I got fucking dope on me. Like, I just went and picked up a bag. So I'm like, hey, can I go to the bathroom and freaking change my clothes? So I'm sitting in the bathroom and I'm just fucking smoking, like, all my shit, like, really fast. Like, and I know the cops hear me, like, hitting that fucking pipe in the goddamn bathroom. And I'm still in a state of shock because I had, all he had was, like, a teen of crack, and I got a teen of crack and a teen of coke. So I smoke all that crack really fast, and I don't even realize it, but I take the coke and I put it in my fucking pocket. Like, the whole point of me going to the bathroom was to fucking flush in. I put the shit in my pocket.
Oh, my God.
All right. So the cops arrest me. I go to Peoria County. They search me before I go in the car. They search me at Peoria County Jail. They search me before they transfer me to Tazewell County. And they search me at Tazewell County. Okay. Tell me how the fuck that bag of coke was still in my pocket. And I wake up, and the fucking transfer cell to this bitch comes in. She's like, oh, Rachel, how are you? And I'm like, God damn it, dude. I'm like, if my life already doesn't fucking suck, there's this dumb whore that just came in here. So I get up, and there's that bag of coke laying on the floor. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, okay, here. She sees it. So I'm like, all right. So I do some with her. that way, you know, I was like, hey, don't fucking snitch on me and we both can get high in fucking jail. Well, she fucking snitches on me.
Oh, geez, right up the bat.
So like the guard comes in, I hurry up and fucking swallow it, you know. They freaking take me to the hospital, this and that, do like the x-ray, they can't fucking find it, the baggie or whatever. And I'm fucking high as fuck, you know, and I'm like, I looked at the CO and I was like, dude, I was like, let me out of these fucking I said, let me out of these handcuffs. And I was like, and let's see who can run faster, me or you.
Probably you.
Like, yeah, she was like, I don't know. She's like, I just finished drinking my Monster and I you know, I'm just clocking in. And I was like, all right. I mean, that CO was pretty cool, but
wow, that's hilarious.
Anyway, so they put me in seg. So for the next 28 days, I am in a cell by myself, just finding out my sister's sick, just find my fucking best friend dead on my floor. And I'm thinking I'm the reason he's fucking dead. Like I went fucking mental. Like I lost my fucking mind. Like absolutely lost my fucking mind sitting in there. Like sitting in a cell for 23 hours a day and 1 hour out, like that for a month, like fuck, dude, fuck. Like I feel like I had a spiritual awakening at that moment. Like, I mean, I just like, I knew what I wanted to do with my life and I knew what I needed to do it. So it was in January of 2023. I get out. I plea off on everything just so I can get the fuck out there. Like, if you plead guilty, we'll give you time served, 2.5 years probation. I said, do it, fucking do it. I just want out. I want to go see my sister before she fucking's dead.
Sure.
You know, so I get out and I go see her out in Lincoln. I was staying at a little fucking Motel 6 across the street from the nursing home she's in. And like, that's rough, dude. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, I should have been there for her, but I couldn't. Like I chose the drugs over being with my sister before she fucking died. Because, I mean, her dying was inevitable.
Right.
Like it's ALS, you know.
Right.
And I tried to be there. I really did, but I couldn't process everything. I didn't know how to process it. I didn't have a program, and it just fucking sucked, man.
I'm so sorry.
And then she passed away April 18th of 2023, and I just went fucking just balls to the wall, like fucking just pity party, fucking poor me. My life sucks, blah, blah, blah. Like, I stopped caring. I wanted to die. Like, I really wanted to die. I tried killing myself, but I fucking suck at killing myself.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, that you suck at killing yourself. Listen, I wanted to tell you.
I wanted to, like, I was on my motorcycle and this is like 3 days before I go into rehab. And I wanted, like, Sands of Anarchy. I was on my motorcycle. I wanted to do like the ending scene where he went like head on with a fucking semi. I'm on 74. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to hit a semi head on. And I'm like, oh wait, the interstate's a fucking divided highway. Like you can't head on a semi when you're going the same fucking traffic. So
be tough.
And my bike just cuts off and dies right there at the Kickapoo exit.
Oh, wow.
And I like collected myself and I went to rehab 3 days later. And I was in December of 2023.
Well, I was going to tell you, as far as losing someone, I lost my mother, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's super painful. And all I wanted to do was crawl inside a bottle. And I said, I'll just drink myself to death and I'll see my mom that much sooner. But I knew, you know, that's not how you get into heaven. But trust me, they're both looking down on us now and they are so proud. And I'm super proud of you too. Everything we've been talking about and you being sitting here right in front of me sober, the odds are against you, and to be sober for this long and still jamming along, man, you're killing it. You're killing it right now. So super proud of you. So to get on a little bit of a lighter note and bring some comedy into this, you had told me about the different nicknames you had for some of the dates that you had on your phone. Can you tell me about that?
Okay. So I had, let's see here. We would have like what, $100 blowjob guy. I had freaking what was it? It was like Kevin McLongcock. Freaking or I would have like, you know, what they drove. It would be like Chevy pickup or white Impala. Freaking piece of shit Dodge. Freaking, I had what is it? Asian Persuasion. Tex-Mex. Who is another one? Was it mushroom dick? Because his dick seriously looked like a mushroom. It looked like that. It was like a mushroom fucking guy.
Mushroom top.
Yeah, I had 30-second Kyle. I don't know if his name was Kyle or not, but
right.
my mouth touched his dick and he fucking nutted, and I was like, I'm still taking that 300, motherfucker. Like, you paid for an hour. It's not my fault. You nutted in 30 seconds. That's on you, not me. Like,
that was the best bargain.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, they were paying for my time, not my services. So I mean, if you wanted to sit there for another hour, I mean, that's fine. We could talk about fucking whatever, but
So
I did not. Sorry, I should rephrase that. I did not trade sex for money. Okay, I traded time for money.
Time, right?
Time with them. Now, what we do in that time, that's a different story. It's whatever I want to do because it's my time. But I did not have sex for money.
Understood.
Just had to throw a little disclaimer in there.
That sounds legit. I think that'll hold up. That'll hold up in court.
Allegedly. This is all for education, or no, not educational.
Educational purposes only. Yeah, for sure. This is all fiction. This is for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes only. This is purely entertainment, folks.
Yes.
No one was hurt during the filming of this video. So we're all the way up till now. You're saying, okay, terrible things happen. You went on a complete bender. You're doing crazy shit. I mean, you're at the pinnacle of craziness in your life right now. I mean, if you were to watch a movie about this, people would be like, man, that bitch is crazy. Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
So now you get to a chance to for the first time, it sounds like, go to a real professional rehab facility. Talk about that, and when did that happen?
I went to I found this rehab place called Rosecrans. They have a facility up in Rockford and down in Champaign, but their detox is in Rockford. I told them I was a severe alcoholic, drug addict. I did crack and cocaine, meth, whatever. They got me in the next day. So I spent 5 days up there. And those 5 days, I literally just slept. Got up, ate, slept. And then I had a time period. It was like 10 days before I had to be after I got out of detox, before I could get in down in Champaign. And I fucking relapsed, of course. But yeah, I ended up getting to Champaign. And, this was my first time in rehab. I was never court ordered to go. Nobody made me go. I just woke up one day and I was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. Like, I can't keep doing this. And, I haven't looked back since. I did a 30-day inpatient treatment down in Champaign. And then I was given the opportunity to stay in a sober living house down there through CU at Home. And I stayed with them for almost a year. And I switched programs from CU at Home to good old Win Recovery.
Nice. Very cool.
And I was with Win for a month, and then I was given an opportunity, and that was right around the time that I had wrecked my motorcycle too, because I had wrecked my motorcycle in July, and then I switched programs to Win in August, and I was given an opportunity to cook up here at Jim's and come be closer to my kids.
Cool.
So, because the job I was working down in Champaign, it was through Prosperity Gardens, and it's a really laborious job. Like, I mean, it's a lot of work. I was doing a lot of the construction stuff there. Built 200-foot long high tunnel greenhouses.
Gotcha.
And plus, it's seasonal, so the season was coming to an end. So, I mean, I was given an opportunity to come back home and be with my kids, and I jumped.
Oh yeah. That's great.
So.
Speaking of your kids, how are they reacting to the new sober mom?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah?
They love it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, my 16-year-old, he loves it, but he hates it at the same time because I'm actually, like, no, buddy, I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
like,
you're present. You're present.
He loves the present mom, but he hates it at the same time because I'm like, buddy, you can't bullshit me. Like,
can't pull any shit.
I know what you're doing. Okay. I mean, he's out drinking with his friends here and there, but I mean, teenage boy, I mean, he's 16, and
yeah, for sure.
All I can do is just tell him what I experienced and Because I know exactly how my fucking sister felt about me. She wanted to grab my head and just fucking shake me and be like, "You're fucking stupid. Just listen to me." And yeah, so I know how she feels now. Like, I'm like, fuck.
Hard-headed.
You can't do. You can't do it. Yeah. You can't do anything.
So I'm going to ask you these last two questions here. This one is, what have you learned about yourself since you've been sober? Because I know a lot of people, because everything's so real. I know it was for me.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. That is a very good question. Huh. Man. Man, that really kind of put me on the spot there. What have I learned?
Share your feelings with the group.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I learned that my traumas don't have to define me.
There you go.
That I don't have to, what is it? Like, I used to always make excuses on why I would do things. I would always validate, like, my shitty behavior because of this or that. But like, I don't have to do that. I learned that I can just accept the things that happen to me and just move on. I've learned that I am actually a very forgiving person. I learned that I'm really codependent too. I'm codependent as fuck. I'm taking a codependency class right now. So what else did I learn? I learned that even like with all the bad shit that I've done, I can still make a good life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're young.
I can still come back for that,
For sure. It's
like
never too late.
My past doesn't define me anymore,
Absolutely.
Just.
I mean, those are great. That's a great response. Now, a very serious question, not talking to your kids, but if you could go back in the time machine and talk to we'll say 11, 12, 13-year-old Rachel, think her hard and be honest, what would you tell her?
I would tell her to stay away from the partying. Like, you don't have to be the cool kid. Like, you don't have to impress your friends, Right. You don't care what other people think about you. Spend time with your sister, love your sister. Like, I mean, my sister's 14 years older than me. And, just cherish that time, don't try and grow up too fast. Life's short enough as it is, but like, I just remember always wanting to be older, when I was a teenager. I couldn't wait till I was 18. I couldn't wait till I was 21. And
right.
Now I'm just like, I spent my whole childhood rushing to be an adult for,
Yep. That's great advice. That's great advice. Well, listen, this has not only been a crazy story, but a very motivating one, because look at you now. I'm super proud of you. That's awesome. My fellow Peorian sister there. So it's so great to finally get to meet you face to face. And we're going to do part 2, guys, next weekend, if we can get her back on the phone. And we got a lot more stories to talk about, but it's been great having you on the phone. Thanks for watching Breaking Chains, A Sober Mindset. I'm Rodney. She's Rachel. And remember, God loves you, and so do I. Peace.